Now, you had mentioned earlier in our conversation prior to our show that you guys have come up with some technology that even further helps owners of commercial real estate.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I have and also this is not with Wehner multifamily per se, but we do have the basic app of LeakAware, which Wehner multifamily has rights to use for free, but and all of the clients do. But I've launched that into a premium Sentinel product. So we actually have the hardware that wraps around each meter, and it counts the revolutions. And it has a lot of smart technology in it that it has algorithms and stuff. And that feeds to a cell relay. And so anytime that magnetic the meter is spinning anytime, even if it's it does 10 readings a second. So I mean it's doing 600 readings a minute, right? Anytime that never drops to zero in a 10-hour period, it flags a leak. It means it knows that there's, even on I have a 300 unit deal that I own that has 1 meter. There's always in a 10-hour period a point where everybody's not flushing toilets and stuff.
Right.
And so, and it's really saved me. I rolled out the demo in March of, I almost said this year, but last year. And by June, over the 1,400 units that I rolled it out on, I had cut my water/sewer bills by $22,000 a month.
Wow.
And it maintained
That's a new car every month.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's over a lot of units.
Yeah,
so.
well, still a lot. It's still money.
Well, think about that. 22,000. Say if it was 20, that's that's 240,000. Put a 5% cap rate on that.
Wow. Yeah, that's
$4.8 million in value.
That's pretty good that you've increased.
I'm not different than anybody else.
So the technology.
So it reads it. Yeah.
It tells you there is a leak.
Yes.
But it doesn't tell you where the leak is.
So when we go to install that technology on the property, we map every unit and it's a pretty simple process. Turn off the water and we go to the corners of the building. And we know every unit that's attached to that meter. So let's say, easy example, you have a 100 unit apartment complex. Let's say it has 3 meters, 33, 33, 33. It doesn't usually work out that way, but let's say that was it. We will shut the water off. We'll know this meter feeds these 33 units. They have a process to do that. Then we walk every single one of those units and we put in the flow rate, toilet, flow rate, leak or no leak. All right. So we'll go in and do that, build the template for that property on all 100 units. Then and when you get the service, you'll also get your first leak report, right? And so on average, if we're looking at a 100 unit deal, there's going to be 60, 70 leaks.
Wow.
Some of them are drips, some are major. It'll distinguish between minor and major. So that's when we set it up, and then so in our software, it goes there's dashboards for VPs, for asset managers, and then there's ones that the maintenance tech and the manager use, and regionals. We have different dashboards for all of them. So the maintenance guy will know there's a leak. It has a conditional formatted button, pops up on his phone. He clicks on it, takes him right to the units that are attached to that. He does a simple walkthrough, no leak, leak, major leak. It has photo and video functionality and notes, right? What's nice about it is, you have a leak. They know what units it's attached to, and yes, boss, I took care of it. No, as an asset owner or as a VP of ops, I can look and be like, no, I'm looking in your audit. You're only 22% complete. Or I can say, hey, it showed me a leak 2 days ago, and you still haven't started the audit. Oh no, I did. No. I got a digital fingerprint here saying you didn't do that. As soon as there's a leak that's triggered, when they find a leak, it launches a fix audit as well. So it'll organize, put a whole list of where all the leaks are in those 33 units, and then it launches a fix audit, and then they have to go fix them. When they're done, they got to take a photo. Now, this seems laborious. They got to fix leaks. At one point, they're going to need to fix leaks or not anyways.
Right.
And what I'm the point I'm making, without that accountability workflow element to it, without the VP or the asset manager or the owner knowing what's going on, good luck trying to get it fixed.
Wow.
So this helps you be able to track it, keep people accountable, and on a perfect deal. We had a 100 unit. They installed it in September. We didn't start selling it till about September to the market. They installed it September. You know, their bill wasn't outrageous. It was like $6,500 a month. We went in there. I think it wasn't a really bad performing property. It was, I think we found 35 leaks. Some of those could just be a drip. The most expensive ones are the running toilets, and obviously anything under slab. So he went in there. They used it. Within a month, they were down to no leaks. And then over the 3 months after that, there was a pop of a leak. They went and audited it, got it fixed. He went from $6,500 to about $3,900.
Wow.
Now you think, it's $2,500, $2,000, $3,000, whatever. It's not that much.
30 grand a year.
Or let's say it's 20.
Right.
20 and enterprise value of the business, right, of that building is not $20,000. That's cash in your pocket. It's great. But the bigger bang is when you're going to refinance with Charles, and you have on your NOI a positive 20,000 is what being able to. That's usually being able to borrow about $350,000 to $400,000 more in money, or to sell. Right, it's 80% or 70% of that number, debt. But you go to sell it, so those are huge. They have a huge impact to wealth. And we always like to tell syndicators and stuff, you know, a lot of them are on waterfalls. Right. Well, this influences the waterfall part of the equation a lot.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of a no-brainer. I'm not a great marketing salesperson, and I'm not being humble on that. I just never sold software. So we're kind of on the first part of that. Part of it's getting on podcasts and social media. I know how to fix systems. I need not the best at getting it out there yet.
So let me ask you this. So that product, which seems to be a phenomenal product. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't have it if you own commercial real estate property. What does it cost?
There's a fee, yeah. So for the LeakAware with the premium, it's $1,500 a meter, and it's going to be anywhere from $1 to $1.50 unit a month.
Okay, yeah.
But the ROI is gigantic.
And now does that include the monitoring, or is that just? Or is somebody at your company doing the monitoring and sending out the repair tech or the, I guess, maintenance guy to fix it?
It's automated.
Okay.
But we do have somebody, if we're looking at, you know, we have everything. We always obviously have all that information, and we're like, hey, this person hasn't addressed this in a week and a half. And we'll go let the owner know and go, Are you looking into it? Wow. But it'll send, and here in about 2 weeks, it'll send actual notifications. Yeah. Now, on that stuff, you don't want to overdo it, where every time there's a leak, the owner gets a notification. It'll drive them insane. And it just makes them become white noise. Yeah. So the big thing is we want it to be, we're going to suggest, you'll have toggles away, but we're going to suggest and have the defaults at, you know, when it's not being addressed is when the owner needs to be involved. Not every time there's a leak. Right?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.